Good morning. आपको नहीं करा वीडियो है. Good morning. This is Suraj Singh. This is Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India to all population of world, and this is today, November 6th, 2020. It's another kind of video that's showing performance on Excel, Microsoft Excel or Lotus, whatever it is. I'm going to show you something very differently today. Application of Excel in real world means quantification. How you can quantify very elementary objects, or you can say items. What you can say, a box is there. I'll show you. I show you the box, and the space is there, and also we'll talk about yugas or times. We consider yugas in our language, but these are eras or times, long time. That's called yugas. Now I'm going to talk about box first. Box actually. I'm just testing first my video is continuing or not continuing. So it's already crossed 3 minutes. So I say let us try for best, and I say this drawing, the space you are looking at, I wanted to draw it in your presence, but I think it's very time consuming it was, and therefore I already drew it. I designed itself something and showed to you now what I actually did. This is plan. This is a plan of something, plan of nothing, but plan of this. This is some box, a kind of box. It can be any material, whatever material. Let's say concrete box it is, and there are components in this box. It's item one. This is section here. I'm saying the box here. This plan of this. So this portion you see gray portion, which is, of course, it is now it's gray. This is indicating this one, this portion and this portion, and the whole this item number one. This is complete item number one here, and this is here, this portion, and this portion. Item number two is walls. So this is base, and this is walls, and these walls here, and here this is cover slab. This is item three, and this is here, and this opening in between here. And this is opening. You may call it some chamber or some box or whatever. I have nothing to do with that. I'm just explaining to you how to quantify this item, how to quantify in formula. I'm not saying you cannot quantify yourself, but in formula. That's most important. This is quantification here. I'll tell you what I did actually. Let's say item number one. This item number one, I put this dimension, like this here, and here. These are not only dimension. This is a profile dimension. These are members, formalized dimension. So this is dimension, and this is dimension also. This is dimension here. This is dimension. This is dimension. All these dimensions are here, but I formalized them. And this is, I said case 1, I said here case 2, same, it is no difference, but why I explained to you. And also this is case 3. You can take whatever number of cases for comparison purpose, because I would vary quantities. I will change quantities in each case, and to see how it works. So that's the important point. Now what actually it is case 1, let us say. I am going to explain to you up to some time. Now let's see what we did here. First of all, let me explain to you. This is base 1, item 1. So if you want to find quantity of this item, you need length of that, you need breadth of that, or width of that, and you that depth of that. So this is length, also equal. It's equal. If you see, he is equal here. So this is equal width and depth. Depth is here, something given here. Now let us say done. Here is a box of calculation. Calculation box. Case 1 has in length, width, height. Here is calculation, and it stands for meters. Now, item number 1, for example, size, I am saying period size, right hand, the length 4, we have taken sum k35, sum k35 to 35, and that is here k35 to here is q35, so that is gone here. Width is same, so I just kept same here, and depth is j34, and this is j34. These three items are there, and this is cubic volume, so this is product B7 D7. We got volume here. That's what was basic formula I explained to you. Same thing if you see item number 2. Item number 2, this wall, the 4 walls actually plugged together, and what we did here, 4 walls, one is long wall, other is short wall. So let us say longer I have written here, so I kept it down. If I kept it down means it is a little awkward, it changes, so I'll just keep it, hold on, I just keep it like this. So this is longer wall, so it's longer and short wall. In long wall there's 3 meter here, and this one is 3 meter here, from here to here. This is some, if you see 3 meters are direct sum of L20 P20, and this is L20 and this is P20. This is here, and also this longer side and this shorter side. Now shorter side is this, from here to here. This is from this cell to this cell, K35, and this is from here. If you see here, this one to M35 O35. M35 O35 is here, M35 to O35. So we get this dimension here, longer dimension, shorter dimension, and this is 3. 3 is this depth. This is depth. So which is also sum of this. Now this dimension I told you, volume is same formula, product this and this, and product this and this, we get quantity answer. Item number 3 is this slab, ऊपर गया है अभी. So this is slab size. This is now, this is here, this you can say this size or this size. What we have taken? We have taken in this some L20 P20. So this is L20 and this is P20. This is that one. So same way here, equal, and thickness is this here 20, and so it's answer. And in this we have to deduct this one. This opens, so we have to take it out, this one. But we got this 1, here is 1, and this is 1 here. So 1 and 0.2 is thickness. So here 0.2, and we deduct it because we have to remove minus sign is separately. -1, and this is answer, product of from here to here. So you can say this you have to deduct. What I have done, this is volume here, so I have just copied here, linked here. So I have added this, and this is added sum, and this also added. So this is algebraic sum here. This is, so these 3 items are there, and if you say sum of these 3 items here, you will find this 13.1, and I have taken just by signs G6, G6, and this plus this. So this way we have done this. Now this is what I have done. Now question is, this is just formula. Now what I did actually, I had copied this one to here, case 2, and copy this to case 2, and just after taking 3 cases, you may take whatever number of cases, it doesn't matter. Right, why I did, what I explained to you, that's very important part here. So it's moving, so 11 minutes over, so let me see if I can explain in a better way what actually I did. I formalized this rather than writing values. I have given a formula. I have kept this cell, see in item number 1 here, I kept this cell free, this one, that is K35. This cell is free, and I can change this value, and this value moves up to all here. Here in item 2, I kept this value free, and other values are linked. All these are linked. One value you have to keep, at least one value if you have to control. So I kept this value free, but this value is not free. All these values are linked, you can say wherever, and this value are free, this. So this is free in number 3. So there are 3 values we keep you know, even this one I'm not keeping free, I'm keeping 2 multiplied by this one, so it can be changed, no problem. So we have in these 3 elements or in 3 items, one free value here. This means master value or control value. I may write here control if you wish. You can write control here if you wish. If I want to write here, I write here as well. So better I write somewhere here. I write control cell. I did not write before because I wanted to explain to you. So this is control cell. I can say control cell or control value. Same thing, control value, control cell. So this is control cell. I copy this and also write here. This is my control here. So this is my control cell, and also this is my control cell. So these are control cells, right? This is important because if you don't have control cells, you cannot control. You must keep some space for control cell, and that's this here. And this meter, this all meter measurement. Now this is one thing I told you how I worked out quantities. So we can understand this. All item number 1, item number 2, item number 1 is this slab, item number 2 is here, and item number, that's wall 2, and 3 is here. Now forget it. I copied whole because we got here, this is 13.1, we got answer in this case, and that is total volume. You can say item number 1 is 4 cubic meter, item number 2 is 7.5 cubic meter, item number 3 is 1.6 cubic meter, sum is 13.1 cubic meter. This is basics we got. Now we go back to case 2, go to case 2. What actually we have to do, that was original one we keep. I could change there itself. I'm not interested to change there itself. I'm interested to explain to you. In case 2, I'm going to tell you how to change all this. It is same, there's no change at all. All same control points. I can say, let me write control cells there as well. I let this work for you, so you may not feel any problem, but here let me say control cell, and this also control cell. Same with the third case, I say control cell. I would say control cells or control value, whatever you say, control cell, and this is control cell. So these are there. You can, so this is it. You can say this is our original work, and you can say I will not touch original work. Later on we can do it, but when you understand this, because of comparison I'm doing this. This is case 1. Now we go to case 2. It is same exact. I copied in the exact way. I didn't change anything. Now what to do? You see, this is 13.1. It's same quantity. Now I have taken here in the item 1 these quantities of dimensions, and I take this 0.5 here, original one. Now suppose I want to change this whole to something else. In place of 0.5, let's say I take 0.75. Just for example, you see 0.75, all these changed according to formula. And I say I change this 0.25 to 0.4. So it changed to what? You see, all the result is moving here. It was 13.1, how it's changed, drastically changed, because I changed diameter to do again. Okay, this is original. I just try to explain to you again. This 0.5 is control check. This is control change. Rather than 0.5, I put it 0.6, 55575 say. This is the one, and put 0.4. I say let's put 0.4. This is the value. Now this value is there. This value is also control value. Yes, this 2 is control value. How many controls are there? 1, 2, 3. This 2 is control value. Doesn't matter. I did not take care of that, so this is also control, so no problem. There's a free cell, so this is also control. we can say this is also control. Let us say this control cell as well. So what happened now? You see, if you see change here, let's do it again. If I say 0.25, value was different. Now I say 0.4, so value has gone again. And just for clarification, I put a square sign here so that you understand what I mean. Now what happened? Yes, you have seen there is some change in this value. Now I change this control cell, which is 0.25, that's for wall. I change this to 0.5, let's say 0.5. You see, all these values changed, here, and we'll find big change there. I saw 51.75 case 2. And if I change 0.2 again to 2.3 say, so this is also 0.3, and you will find all these dimensions change. This 0.3 and 0.3, and you get further change there. And this, see, I remove the 51.75. Now see, this is, so this is why I said that we have taken item 1, item 2, item 3. Now there's a comparison. In case 1 it was 13.1, in case 2 it's coming 53.55, and now let's go to case 3. Let's see how it works. Now, I take here, let's say in previous case we took 0.75, so we take it, say 1 meter. Let's say it's 1 meter. So all change according to formula. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Formula was fixed. And you remember what formula is fixed? Formula is there. This is same as 1. This is same as sum was 1. This is twice that. And this is 1. And the same length. Item on 1. Now 0.25 is here. There. Let's use 0.4. Let's use 0.5 here. 0.5 here. So it's 0.5. Again, control value it is. So I put control value for clarification. So that is control value, and this is cell here. This is our cell. Okay. So this control value 0.5. So you see, when I use 0.5, there's some see 68.4 because of dimensional change here. Now this is item number 1. कितना सारा लगी है?
ज़्यादा नहीं है ना, पहले खाने से पहले ज़्यादा।
So in case 2 it was 0.5. This is case 2, and I think in case 3 I increase this. I rather increase this to 0.75 say, just for information. I change it to 0.75, right? And this lab, this item number 2. Now item number 3, I'm going to change this was 0.3, so I take it 0.4. So everything is changing accordingly, you know. You see, already it is all on. So what is answer? 134.8. It's not big, it's big change. Why big change? Because dimension is big. That's why it changed. Formula is same. I did change hand dimension. I just use free cell and you know, complete. Now if you compare this, in first case quantity was 13.1, case 2 this case A. If the percentage wise increase, it's big percentage. How to do that? That's also question mark. Means in three components or three items, we have at least one cell which controls the item, and that's very important. There can be more than one, not necessarily one only. It depends on how you want to vary or don't keep regular. It's up to you. For example, I could make this separate, possible, but not necessary, just for explanation purposes. So it's okay. Now in terms of, maybe I want to see in terms of that. So what shall I do? That is point, let's say sum of, because we have to find percentages. Percentage means total of these three, and the one, this quantity means that's percentage. This means, let's say sum first of all of this sum. Let me finish drink first. I think maybe you got my point. Again, I tell you what I was doing. If you have taken, if you have just now joined in, this case 1, this is case 2, and this is case 3 of a box. Actually this case 1, it was case 2, and same was case 3. I made formula. I converted this dimension of case 1, copied to case 2 and case 3 after formula was organized. How formula is organized? In this case, I taken item number 1 here, item number 2 here, item number 3 here. And also I copied there and I changed this here. Now it was before like that, like case 1. Because of comparison, I wanted to see if I change dimension of this box or various items of this box. I want to see how does it work and how does it change. So what I found out, there's a big change. There's a change in this case, and let's say start with case 1. Let's say sum of this, and that is add sum. Same formula we have to use. This case 1, case 2 and case 3, and we say sum is this. Now this is sum. So what is percentage of that? That's point here. So this percentage, I could take sum here as well, no problem. Let's say case 1, case 2, case 3. Let's say case 1, case 2, case 3, percentage wise. How is that? That I have to see here. Let us put percentage wise. So we say case 1, this is case 1. How many percent of this? Percentage of this is this into 100. 60, sorry, this is a matter of thing. No, A21 divided by D21 into 100. Actually it is 1000 by 100. So this is 6.503. If I take case 2 here, this is I divide it divided by this and multiply by 100, I get 26.58. And if I take case 3 and I put this case 3 and sum multiplied by 100, I got 66.9. And total, you see total percentages here. Total percentage, how much? Let's say because this same three figures, I can say this sum formula can be put here and you can see 100. So what I see, this is percentage wise and this is quantity wise. This is quantity wise and this is this is comparison. Quantity wise, you can say quantity, this is quantity here, this is quantity here, sorry, this is quantity here, quantities, and this is percentages, case 2 percentages wise, you can say percentages wise. So this is comparison here. So we can say this is quantity, this is quantity here, this is percentages here, this is percentages here, and you can say percentage wise is this, and this is sum. You can say this is sum total as it is, and this is total quantity. This is total quantity, you know, quantity, you can say total quantity, total cases, total 3 cases quantity, 3 cases quantity, 3 cases quantity, total 3 cases quantity, and that is this one. I think that let me blow it up. I think that there's no, I just for understanding total quantity, and this is total percentage is already here. So this you can say there's a box here again, and I will leave blank here, no problem, and no problem. We'll see if we can use sometime else, you know. So this is what we did actually. This percentage got it. We got quantity, percentage, quantity wise. This quantity wise, these 3, and case 1, case 2, case 3. Total percentages. And now what I do, I'm not happy with that. So what I should do, these 3 already there, I won't touch them, let them whatever it is. I'll just copy from this here I copy, and all these 3 I copy and place there, so that this come in same tone. Let us see where it was with some case 3 adjacent cell. So this is here, and also this is here, and I will see later on. Now what I see, I copy this 2 here so that it comes in same alignment, and comes in same alignment. This is called for how to edit and how to do that. So I save it. Now we'll see how to compare them. Case 1 is here. Now case 1 is here. We have projected quantities and percentages of each case. You see, case 1 6.53, case 2 this, and case 3 all are different percentages. I put here so that we know at every level what is percentages, and we'll see now. After 1 is, now I'm gonna touch 1, I'll go to 2 and change it again, so now you can see yourself how it works. Okay, because still same answer and same quantity. Now I'll change, and you see yourself how it works. On your front you will find I have put percentages as well as this. I'll change here, and you see yourself. Just a minute. I'll first do it. And now item number 1. I change this control 75 to 1. See, I change 1, and you see you will find something. Did you find or no? Let's undo. So it is something like this. You can see any case. You can see I'm touching whatever case. There will be some change here. When I say undo, redo, I1, and you will see some changes there, right? I changed 0.45 to 5, and you see there must be some change. And if I do 0.5 to 0.6, there must be some change. And if I do 0.3 to 0.4, there must be some change. So this is automatic reflection of changes, and projections, and you will find changes percentage wise also it's happening. We are compounding this formula. And now let's go to case 3. I'll take many trials of this so that you don't be confused. Okay, let's do it now. I've taken my drink, some hot drink. Now this is soup I took for my health purpose. My lunch will be at 4 o'clock after coming from hospital, 4:30 around that. So okay, leave that. Now I change here 1 to 1.5. Sorry, 1.25, let's see. 1.25, I change 5 to 5.6, 0.6, and I change this 0.75 to 0.9. You can see change yourself, and I can see 0.4 to 0.5. You can say how many changes are here now. See, first quantity is 13.1 cubic meters. Now case 2 is 116.8 and case 3 is 253.75. And sum is 383.7 and case 1% is 3.415, third point of the total one. Now let's do again. I do 1.25, I take it to 1.5. You see changes there. 0.6, you see 0.75 I do, you see changes there. And you see 0.9, I make it 1, and that is changes there. 0.5 I say 0.65, 0.7, 0.6, changes there. You see everywhere is changing, and that's beauty of formula. That's beauty of control, That's beauty of control. It's changing everywhere. It's changing, and that change is our achievement. Means we are doing it, and we are doing ourselves. Now let's say let's go back and see how does it work. In other case, let's say this case 2, and this case 2 I change it to, let's say 1. I take it 1.1. It is 1, but in this case it was not 1, it is 1.5. So let me take 1.25 here. 1.25, you see this is a change. You can see, I'm sorry, you can see change. I'll undo this. You see change yourself. 1.25. 1.25. So all emissions change, and they are changed. I take this 0.5 to 0.7, 0.6. I think last time what I did there 0.75. So I take 0.6 here, and there's a change. And I take 0.6 here. How much was taken like last time? It was 1 meter there. So let me say 0.75 here. 0.75. 0.75 here. So there's a change. It's 0.4 here. I took that at 0.6, so let's say 0.5. 0.5. It means I'm just compare for comparison purpose. I'm taking this. So it's 0.5. So you can say there's a change here again in quantity 2. There's increase in quantity 2. And if I change quantity 1, I will not change quantity 1 box 1 because that's the original one for basics. So we remember what we did. So you can see the percentages now here in case all these 3 cases. You can see case 1 is saying case 2 is 225 cases. So if that is 1.98, 5%, 34. हाँ नहीं और दे दूँगा नहीं So this is beauty of a formula organization on worksheet. And formula means how you want to calculate, how you want to link that, how you want to evaluate that's up to you. Now, for example, here, this is 12. I have taken some of these values. So when I change these values, this automatically changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 values are summed up. Similar here, for example, I took here this free cell is having same value, this is having same value, this is having twice value. It's not necessary this value be there. You can change them. The change them means, for example, let's say it's 1.5. I can say, okay, I don't want 5, I want something else. I want half of this, or even double of this. So I can multiply by 2 and put it there. I can make it 3, or undo it now for explanation, so don't be confused. So now this is a box, as I told you. This is a box. It can be manhole. It can be some chamber. It can be some cellar, or it can be a bunker, you may say. Though it's not bunker, but it can be. So, or it can be some other quantity, some other article, object. You want to find quantity of, you can take any number of cases in that. And now you can say, here I consider 3 items only. This one item, this wall is another item, and this one item. Just it is elementary, because we are just trying to understand how to work out these linked formula based calculations. You can calculate otherwise, but you have to take every time, every dimension, and which is a very lengthy process. We want to reduce that's basics behind organizing formula. The basics behind organization formula. Now, in your presence, now I'll take one more chance to just to show you how it changes. Otherwise, the problem is I can't copy all quantities here, so that's another problem, because I put in this formula here, and I have no space for case 4 here. That's why, means with that case 3 I limited to. So it could be, and then you have to give some space here, so that this can move this way. And is 13.1 here. If you go to other one, it is 25.6 in this case, and it is 421. Now we again increase this two. Let's say increase 2 first. Case 2 first. Case 1 we keep as it is. Case 2 is now 2.2. They have 0.5. I take it 2 meters, say 1.5. Let us say 1.5. All change. Then I take it 0.45. So it changes, and I take it as 0.5. It changes, and I take it as 0.3. It changes. Everything changes. So you see, case 1. I think I did this one, right? I made a mistake. I think I made in case 1. So I go back. I go back to 14.1. So this is same. Now I am sorry. I go to case 2 and changes there. Anyway, I showed to you that also. I take it to 1.25. So let's take 1.5. 1.5. Let's take 0.8 here, and then we'll see. Let's take 1 here, 0.9 here. Let's say 0.9, and let's say 0.7 here. So you see what case 2 has gone 408. This 402 now case 3. Now we have to increase this point. Now let's say it's already this one. Let's say 1.75. This one 1.75, and this is 0.9. Let us say this is 0.9. Previously it's 0.8. So it's 0.9, and now I'll make it 1.2. This one, and you can say 0.6, 0.8 here. So it is, you can see again, case 1 is still same, case 2 is this, and it's increased, and sum is 1118 cubic meter, and case 1 is 1.172%, case 2 is 36.56%, and case 3 is 62.26%. You're not going to do anything, automatically it's working. For example, 14.4, sum from here to here, and these dimensions are all automated. They change themselves, so you can make any number of trials on this for purpose of comparison of your, and you can even put cost in this fish. You can multiply by cost. You can use accordingly, means formula accordingly. You can generate multiplication formula, apply cost onto that. Or you can say I want a sum. Let us say this one. I'll give you another also to consider. See, let's say the sum is here, and what should be cost? It's no problem. Means let's say cost here. We just add one column, one cell here, cost. What's cost here? Let's say cost is 1000 per cubic meter, or say 1000, 10,000. Let's say 10,000 per cubic meter, per cubic meter, per cubic meter. Let's say it's cost. So now this is per cubic meter. Cubic meter is cost. Now let's say is that. So I want the cost here. This is cost, use unit, unit cost. This is unit cost or unit price, and I want result here. So what I do, let's say, what should I do? It is because there's only one cell. I just take this plus this quantity into this cost, unit cost. So I get this cost here. This cost you get. Cost you get here for 100. If individual cost, you can take individual costs from quantities themselves. That's not a problem, Let's say unit cost is here. Now you same thing. The cost is here, this is very important point. I'm just saying total cost is this. For each one you can find out cost in a similar manner. Even if you think you can find a single cell, there's a problem. Now quantities are here, unit cost is here. You can take here, for example, I can take cost here as well, no problem. You see, first I can see this is cost here, plus this is plus 13 quantity, and I multiplied by this one, and I get cost here. For other, that's incidental. I take this here. This is this quantity. No, sorry, this is not quantity. Well, this is quantity, yes, and I multiply this cost, that one unit, and I get this cost here. And if I take other one, that's this one here, that's plus this quantity into this unit. And this cost is here. These three costs are here actually. These costs are here, and if I add some into this in three ranges, I should get some answer, and the answer is same. Means you got this you got this answer here. So this and these are same because unit is same. So each case, that's cost, and case 2 is this cost, and case 3 this cost, and total cost is this. That's way how system works, so that's what I say. So I take this, I can copy this from here. This also I put, so that it will be some sensible, and if I can take this also if it's useful or no. Let's say undo, and if I see if I can do this, in this case it can be useful, and let me see if it's working or not. It's working, so it's okay. And so let me copy this, so that I think I total cost 3. Yes, I can copy this whole, and let's see, this is case 1. Okay, case 1, it is no problem. And I have to go to this. I think it has already been copied, so I copy this and puts an all in all here, so I can put here as well, so I can get same result everywhere, and up here you got this one. So I say on each one we know what was quantity, we know what individual cost of these elements on the cases, as well as total costs of these 3 cases. This cost of these three cases, and cost of one case is this, and cost of one case is this, and cost of one case is this. So how many cases, for example, for case 1 you have some items, for case 2 you have so many items, so total cost you can find out also. And this is just for example I've given you 3 cases cost. Now let us say you have for example, I'm just giving an example. You have here you know, you have, let's say number of cases here. You can say number of cases, you say 10 items you have in this case 1, and you have 15 items in case 2, and you have 20 items in case 3. It's just an assumption is, let us see how does it, or we could take here as well. No, we want to separate better because we don't want confusion. We are working just for learning purpose. So now we have this item, this units, you know, we have these units. You can say units, or you can say cases. Let's say cases numbers, you know, numbers. I can say numbers. All right. So we know case of 1, cost is unit cost, and this is also cost. You know, this you can say cost of 1. So we can say this is cost here, and we can pull it so that, you know, we can keep it separate. This is this one, this is separate requirement. And now unit cost is this unit cost is this, unit cost is this for case 1, case 2, case 3. These are cases. So what we do, we have to find cost of 10, 15 and 20 cases. Let's say plus this. If you want product, you can do product also. Let's try, you know, add product. Just for your practice, I'm trying add product, and we can say this can be product. So I think some error here. 2 is come by mistake, so I say let's add actually it is, it's come 2 by error. So this is product here. Now this is product because now it's coming rightly. So this is here, you know, you can say this is cost here. So because it's the same range, we can just pull it and we get cost of these. So we get cost of these. And if they have 10 items case 1, you can spend this cost. Now let's first you know, let's first copy it and we see how it works. That's important point. Let's copy it. Well, I think we had case 1, yeah, this is case 1, case 2. Let me see whether, because table should be same, cost. I think there's no cost yet in that case. It's only okay. So we have to initial work here. We have to copy completely. It means okay. That's how we did up to here. In this case, we did up to this row 13100. So we have to take this all and copy that here. We have to take this copy and cost and copy there. So we copy here and we copy here as well. So that's right format, right space format, because we have to be careful about this. Means what we are doing should be right. So only left is this. Okay, all graph, this boxes are also over. Now this will reflect everywhere when you change in one, but because this is not linked, this quantity is not linked, we have to be very careful. We have taken additional cost here. This is okay, this is original one, this won't change. Unit cost will sum based on this sum and based on this sum, but this 10 numbers units we have taken separately. So we should be very clear why should we. Let's say case 1. Let's say case 1. Now case 1 is here, case 1 is here, 10 units, 10. This is additional. Now they added something. You have to be careful. We have to link this. This is 10. This is 827, B27, C27. So 827, B27, C27. So we say if you go to case 2, in this case 2, this is B27, this is 827. So let's say case 2, A27. This is A27 plus A27. That's it. And because this is B27, so we can pull it like this. So this is B27 and this is C27. Same thing we do again, A27. A27, we are formalizing this now. A27 and this is now B27. Now what shall happen? A27, B27, C27. Now our free cell is here now. If we make changes here in case 1, we'll change here. Let's say I make it in place of 10, I make it let's say 12. Let's say 12. So it should be reflected in case 2, and it should be 12 here. It should be 12 here as well. If I make changes to this again, let's say I increase further, I say in place of 12, if this case 1, remember I'm talking case 1, so what is the 1, I make 25, okay, so it should be 25 here. You should see it's formalized, it's coming in, and it's coming in here as well, 25. I go back to case 1. Now I say no, I want this case 1 units to be 25, and this to be, I say this is 125, let's say this is 125, okay, and this is this 50, and let's say this 20, okay, fine, as it is. So here you see this change also is coming here as well as it's coming there. So you know the effect on cost, you can compare the effect. Let's say you say okay, this should be, let's say don't touch case, only case 1 you have to touch because there's free cell. I should say that this is free cell, so I just put a remark on that because I can't write there. I can say this is free cell, just put it in your color mode, and that's the highlight color here. This is also highlighted and this is also highlighted, so means this is changeable, this is editable. Others you cannot because they are linked one. So you have one more highlight here now. This is the highlighted color. This is free. These are free. Nothing else is free. Nothing else is free here. Nothing else. And even these are some that we have taken from there. So addition, editable. Here I say, just for information, I put these items also. Because this color is same, so I'll take different color here. Though I have even control cell, it's okay, it will work, because if I use color here, highlight there, it will be a little confusion. So same thing I have done here, it's here but maybe in different color. You can see if you try. Let us see what color it can be. Let's give it some other color, but don't confuse yourself, leave it as it is. I don't want to confuse you. So what do you got? I think you're getting my point, right? I'm not wasting my time. I think you're getting what I'm saying. So I actually tried to give you something, and how did I know? How there is actually, I wanted to this drawing to be, this Excel based drawing to be done in your presence, but it would take much longer time. So I thought, let me do it at home and I'll show you. It's not difficult to do that. It's not difficult. For example, first I drew this. For example, it's not difficult. I'll show you how to draw this here. Maybe you're new somewhere. Let's say like this. You can say here, and then you can say here. You may say here, and then you may say here. Like that, you can draw. Not a big deal. And you may say, let's say like this. I'm just showing you, don't worry about dimensions. And it's like this, and then it's ordinary one. That's let's say like this. So this way it can be drawn. It's not big, no need of any AutoCAD or something. Just for reflection purpose of quantification, you can do that, and that's what we did in this case. And also same thing was reflected on top, so you can understand what I mean. And then put highlighted color in this item number 1. just like this: item number 1, item number 2, item number 3. And you can, I'm just showing to you means how we did, and you can paste like that. So you get that item number 1, item number 2, item number 3, and then we can say top slab, base slab, like this. You can write there yourself. I'm just showing you only for reference and nothing to do with calculations here. And also dimensions, no problem, though it's let's say as I said, this is 0.5. Let me say, okay, this is 0.5. I jump somewhere. No, let's say I put 0.5. This free cell I am doing 3.5. It's 0.5 here, and then I say I copy this plus here, so that this is okay, plus here, so that this is okay. The free cell I am copying, plus twice into free cell, and this I am copying, and then it's okay. So same way I'm using free cell only, no other cell. For copying purpose I'm using only that, nothing else. And for copying purpose that I'm using that, nothing else. Be clear, don't confuse yourself. And that's what I did. So that's what I did. And this is free cell here. Just for information, you have to use that cell, as I say, control cell here. This is control cell here, and also here I use this one 0.255. This is 0.25 here. So this is also free cell. This is control cell. That's also control cell. I can't write this way, so that I write upwards. Doesn't matter here. Just for just for information is that. So this way I keep one free cell here. For example, 0.25 I kept here. 0.25. What to do then? How to write it? Don't pull it. Plus and like this. Plus here, plus the same, plus the same, plus the same, plus same. Some plus here, plus free cell, 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 plus free cell. So you got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. And here I wrote here in this row, I think in this row I wrote here, yes, in this row. So here I did, I add some this here, I just change. So this is 3 meters here. Is formalized, means formalized in this case. And now here, for example, I this same here, I copy it, link it. I don't want to do free cell there. There's only one free cell, and that's this one. So this is free cell and control cell. You can say this is my control cell here, and I give 0.2 here. Now here I linked it. When I linked it here, means it should be, if I pull it, it will be same, same formula comes here. So what I do, I just push this way. So this complete formula, this is formula, this is free cell, and then I say plant 2, this is plant 2, this is free cell again, this is a free cell, and I say this control cell here, and here this I have to keep same. I link it here. It's not free cell, this is formula cell. I say here again, do what, because it's the same here, we linked it. So I say I link it like this, I link to this one here. So this is like this, and I move like this here. So you got same one, there's no harm in that. So this way I put formula here, and put, so that you understand what I did. It's all here. This is your formula. Here also I say 3. So this is link of this one. So I say link of this one, and this is here. You got my point. So this way I see here box, and I put here box, you put box here, so that's it is not a problem. And other one you can do yourself. I just try to show you means what I did. I have to draw that. This is just a stop explaining and nothing else. So now now we go back and we see how it worked. So I think it worked well. You guys work well, and it should be well. Still video is working, so I can continue a little. So you got my point, means how easy it is, though it looks complicated at one immediately if you see this without understanding that. But if you do yourself understanding formula very well, and you analyze this step by step and cell by cell, you can yourself design that. That's not the problem. Very problem. It's not a problem. There's a range also in this, so I like to show you. First of all, let me this web I open. I like to show you some range, what range is, and for that, where should I find that? I think file is not open. That file is not open. Let me see if I can do it. Let me say this. I open this. Okay, this file I'm opening. Just for explanation purpose, I have to put from 1.2.2.2.2, and this again. Okay, say now this I open not to tell you about formula, but just to tell you about range, how range is made. The range formula is not available, range file is not available, but I like to explain to you what actually I mean by that, and then I close this file. Now this one key here, F5. If you push F5, it says that now you can move, you can go to whatever cells in this if you know F value of or reference of that cell here. Or I say, for example, 1S5B. Let's say, okay, 1S5B. This is 1S5B, 1 story, 5 bays. Now I go back home, and again I say F5. This F5 story, first story, and let's say another one so that you may not confuse. One story analysis. This is the one. You know, I named this one story analysis, and this area has automatically come. If I say F5 again, I say one story CG table. Let's say CG table. This is CG table, center of gravity table. If I say F5 again, I say story forces, one story forces. This is forces. So it goes automatically if range name is available. Let's say F5. Then I say method brief, one story method brief. This is method brief. Again I say F5. F5. I say one story notations. That's the notations. This is notation. Here is notations. This is notations. And I say F5 again, and say one story notations, and then so say one story RC quantities. These are RC quantities. And if I say F5, this is very convenient for movement. IC5 quantities, then I see one story RCF, rotation contribution factors. These are rotation contribution factors. So simple. I say F5. I have to go to. This was a rotation contribution factor, right? Where's the one? Yeah. If first for result, let's say, okay, this result. And if I say F5, I say F5 one story result, one story store, one story sway. This is sway. Here sway calculation series. And if you say F5, I say okay, one story leave. Now go to second story. I go to second story. and that's second story, right? So now again I say F5, and I say I want to go to second story analysis. Second story analysis. This is second story analysis. This is second story. You see, if I say F5, go to second story. Let's say second story RCC, second story RCC quantities. That's the second story RCC quantities. If I go to, I'm just giving an in between now because you understood. Let's say two story RCC quantity, two story results. Let's say two story results. This is two story results because I set them in range. A lot of time was taken, but it's in benefit this way. You need not move all the way, and let's say two story, three story results. This is three story results. So this is three story results. And if F5, I go further. Not two story forces, four story forces. Let's say four story forces. These are four story forces. And again, I'm moving fast now. Just to explain to you how ranges work only. My file is now 6 story RCFs, for example, 6 story RCFs, and again I say F5 and I take it like this, 5 story notations. Let's say 5 story forces. Let's say the 5 story forces, and if I say okay, we move further. I cannot move on every story. I want 6 story, forces, 6 story forces. So I think same is gone. And 5 now going to now let's go to 7 story forces, 7 story method, 7 story analysis. So 7 story analysis, the 7 story analysis, 7 story 5. If I go to 8 story, let's say forces, 8 story forces, you got 8 story forces like that. Means my purpose was to explain to you about range. Though in my file, my worksheet, you can see my software range name setting is not given. That time it was there, and I learned from Lotus. So here I don't know if your file permits that. You can select range and give name. Meanwhile, I'm closing this file because the purpose is solved which I wanted. I'm not saying this. So okay, now back. That was just few minutes. And it's very important. If you have ranges, you can do with that. Now this box, I think this box is just an example. There can be anything, whatever thing. There can be any structure, there can be any other item. You buy something, you do something, you do some excavation, or not necessary construction, or somewhere else also. You have some box, some table, some chair, or some other where you want to find quantity. You have some bed, you have carpenter, you have bed. You can use this for whatever purpose to perform. It's up to you to how to devise formula. That's only design that you can understand how to devise that formula, and formula is very easy, as I told you before. There's no problem in whatever formula. Now I like to go somewhere else from here, and that is yugas we call assumed. I assumed only. This is just an assumption, but formalized one. Yuga, we say this yuga, that yuga, you know very well. This is evolution and development. This is universe cycle, in English we call it universe cycle of evolution and development. And we say this is just in the system year equal to 360 Earth years. Means when you have this imagination only, you cannot see, I cannot see. 360 years on Earth is assumed to be system year, means universe year. And this assumption 1 based on computation unit 1. So this is 1. Now this is computation. The other unit will be 11, and then other unit will be 100. This is my assumption for purpose of explaining to you how calculation can be done. It's no guarantee here. Assumption 1, and then there's assumption 2, and there is assumption 3. I've taken 3 assumptions. considering system year is called to 360 Earth years. Now here is numerals. You can say this is numerals. Then it's yuga. And you can say then it's purpose of evolution, system years assist, and each Earth year, which is 360 years, you have to see here. Then Earth years, and then properties and attributes to yugas. And this is very important actually, imagination, but something. So we have columns, numerals, yuga, purpose of evolution, system years, assist each Earth years, and properties and attributes to yugas. Now let's say we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, right? So this is, you consider a circle. You consider a circle and say 0 and 1 are attached together in this circle, or in a sphere. Imaginary sky is same. Sky is a universal sphere. So 0 and 1 are in circles, so it is same. So we go back now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say like this. Now we know what we call 0 is original, or adi you call it. Original on x-axis, y-axis call it origin. So 0 is origin or adi, and we know 1, 2, 9. Now what is 9? 9 means, according to my understanding, 9 is power, Shakti. So it was Shakti Yuga. Shakti Yuga, power Yuga. This origin 0 is origin of soul power. Origin of soul power, and no human existence in this Yuga. This was original when nothing was available. Let us assume like this. Then now Shakti power. That is power in absolute formation. Devis, female gods, mathematics, spiritual. In this yuga I consider means energies, a natural energy, which are Devis or female gods or other gods. Mathematics, because based on which whole universe is working, and spiritual in this yuga, how to energize energy for work. And then this is called power in absolute formation. That's Shakti Yuga, or power era. Then 8, the Sansthan or institution, or you can say system, establishment formation, and it is Devtas, which are executives. Devtas formation, universe creation, because before the original god here, mother gods, you can say universal mother or father combination. Then Devtas formation, universe creation, and applied mathematics and spiritual science, and that could be called establishment formation, because without this no establishment can be formed. Okay. Then Satya or truth, that's 7th. Truthful life performance, we always start with 7th. I don't agree with that. Satyug, this is Satyug happened, this in Satyug happened that. But before Satyug there was founding yugs, which are original, origin, Shakti, Sansthan, then Satyug, truth yug, because something is there, this means there is truth. So what is there? This mathematics is there, spirituality is there, universe is creation, that's all that. So truthful life performance, you can say, performance of truth. And like in those days we are calling the thing, like in Harishchandra, Asur Rakt Bij, and God Parameshwar Kali, etc. मैंने तो हिंदी ध्यान किया भाई, मैंने नहीं देखा. अच्छा. Then shut 6th, वो भी निकाल दियो फोल्डर. So 6th, this is So this is sixth, in which we say process, work, research by rishis and scientists, applied spiritual work. So this is sixth, which we don't count, though after seventh shall come sixth in reverse direction. So this is sixth. Then punch or fifth, controls, monitors science, applicable science and mathematics, and punch tattva and applied spiritual work, etc. And then fourth, which is movement, solve, dynamize, development based on achievements, charitra or characterization, and then you can say treta. We talk of seventh, and we say, oh, the Satyuga, there was Treta Yuga. We never ask where sixth one, where's punch, fifth, and charitra. So Treta is making up his formation, and this Ram Yuga, etc. We call it Treta Yuga. And Dwapar means second, material related life, material importance and domination, time. And Kala means time, time, mechanized related work, real time mix of every achievement, evolved importing art value to development when material doesn't dominate. So these are definitions actually, and this contemplation appears to be reliable, let's say. Now what is saying, I'll explain these numerals. When numeral and 1 ends, time 0 starts. We have to note when numeral 1 ends, time of 0 starts. Universe is destroyed at end of first and cycle of evolution, and development starts. Numerals and yugas times are considered in perpetual movement. As I said, perpetual means automatically it's moving in like this, and so 360 years on earth equal 1 year of universe, and system means a structure according to which universe works. And since 2015, year indicates domination of by materials. Yuga time cannot be called within Kal, which yuga starts still waits to commence. So this is just my noting, so don't take it seriously, maybe just a noting. So I put this noting in box as well. So what I do now tell you, and I say system year, this is, I say origin of soul, that is origin Adi. It took 8 system years, it took 8 system years, and I say 9, the Shakti power, is 9 system years, and Sansthan is 8 system years, and name itself is telling company. And Satyug took 77, let's say, because it's very long period, let's say, and process works is 66, let's say, because it should resemble Satyug 7th and 66, and control 5th to 55, and here 4th to 44, and this 3rd to 33, material 22, mechanism related 8, and this also 8. Now what say, each year, earth year is 360, each 360 years equal to system years, so we have say 8. So here is value, I say 8 into E4, because E4 is here, this is 1 I have taken, assumption is 1, and so this is 8 here, I do this. Similarly, other one I taken, similarly I have taken this, and you use this control. So this one is control here, you can assume this is control now in this case. So this is control point, control here. So if I change it, it will change up to here is control. You can say this all controls in this case, and 330 is sum of this. From here, this is E6, this is E6 to E15 is control 330. So total 330 system years. Now system is 360. This is assumed 360. This is here 360, 360. I could change also this by formula, and let's change by formula better. Let's keep this as original one, and let's see this plus this one, right? Then plus here, plus here and this right. Okay, so plus here, so we'll professional, and this is plus, this is here, this is plus, this is here, this is plus, this is here, and you know this is plus, and so this is here, this is plus, and this is here, and I think I reached here 360, and we can say 360 years. This is now control. So we have control here, one for system year, and system year is 360. Now let's say, as I say, what's length of this Adi or origin. Now we say E6 and F6, E6 and F6. We can take direct or we can take product, it's up to you, doesn't matter. Similarly, all these are multiplied like this multiplication, and you know there is nothing control in this because this is calculation. So 3600 total totally earth years, and this is how much? This is the answer of this, you know, multiplication. So many earth years, this is so many earth years, this is so many earth years, you know, and this 360 each year is this, and system years are 33, system years are 33, so total 330 system years, 36001, and we got this answer. Contemplation it is. So this is case 1. Now this is assumption 1. I say not case 1, assumption 1. Case 1 is practical, you know, this assumption. So now universe volume and number of solar systems I take also into this just for information, though it's only for purpose of calculation. And now there is a 443 pi r cube. We know this is universe volume and number of solar systems, and universe, you know, is B is excess about how many solar systems is universe. So right now this is formula, this is kilometer, cubic kilometer. Octillion use 27 zeros. When I say octillion, we have to use 10 to the power 27 or zeros, that's called octillion. This is formula, and universe radius here and volume here. Unit is even too small for such assessment. Alright, now 1.33, that's coefficient here. Let's say coefficient here, right? Coefficient, so that you remember. Coefficient. This is pi. This is pi, as you know. We know this is pi. So I just write pi here so that you may not confuse. This is pi here, value of pi. Formula, its formula here already. So coefficient, this formula is there already. This is, radius is this 2.5 to 10 to the power 23, and that's this based on different calculations. And volume, you can say B30 is B30, C30, this C30, D30, D30, D30. I have taken cube. I could take otherwise as well, doesn't matter, no problem. I did not take that. So this is same 4 point. If r cube, I have taken this r cube like this 3 times, is same, or we can take 1 time also. It doesn't matter. Let me try other way also, so that you may not be confused. Let's say this and this is okay, fine. We can bring it here. Universe radius also is here, and we can say how to do it. Multiply product, add product. Sorry, so not product. It's 4 5 r cube. It is 4 over 3. So it is 4 over 3. This is 4 over 3 into pi into this to power sorry, this entry wrong, you know, this error was there, into this into cell is D31 to power 3. So you see same value has come. So it doesn't matter. Here we use what? We use this formula, and here we use different formula. So it's same. So each, now Now it says this is a volume of universe radius. Is this volume of universe? Now we have taken same solar system radius. Solar system radius. This is the same formula. This is same 11 pi. And let's say pi here again. This is pi here again and pi here, and this is a coefficient. So we can say this is coefficient here and coefficient here. Let's say coefficient. Sorry. Coefficient here, and this pi here, a solar system radius. This is solar system radius 10 to the power 9, and this volume is same as we did that, and we can also copy this and put in another way by other formula. Number of solar systems, this is the volume, this is solar system means E30 3 divided by E30 is here, that is the volume of this, and solar system, this is the volume of universe, and this volume of solar system, this is the total number of this. You can say number of solar systems of these. We can be less also, just mathematically we are trying to know. So volume applied for solid sphere volume, so don't be confused about that what I'm saying. And also if I say this is case assumption 1. Now if you go to assumption 2, here everything is same except except what? Except this 11 in place of 1. That was 1 here. Now I put 11 here on my own. You can say this is control, and this 11. So this this was, for example, 8 9 here. Here it is 88, like that it moves on and on, and you will find this 1306800. It was very little there, it was just 118, so it is different now, right? And all other same, there's nothing else to worry about that. And nodes are same, there's no change in nodes are same, so I say node is same, we need not change anything here, and that's what it is. So this is same, right? Also here if you say let's copy this system here from the years, right? From the copy from here to copy that's point here. If we copy from here, we'll find from we have to cover this cell also. So we say we cover, rather than something else, we cover this one, or we cover whole table. What's wrong with that? Let's cover whole table here. Let's take here, because there's nothing else, I just take like this, and a universe volume. Let us see number of solar systems, and let's put here, let us see flux. So it's working, in fact it's working, you see. So it's like that. So it's working, and device as formulas also come in, and now also if I let's go to other one, assumption 3. You understood difference means how many differences are there, you see. Now case 3, assumption 3 is here. So let's see how it works. It's really interesting, and maybe you find the same thing, but only difference is it's 111. This is control entry cell. So 111. You can use whatever number you want. It doesn't matter. I don't ask me. I'm using 111 for purpose. So it's changing completely. So this is the result. And this not same. No change in this. It's not same. And also I copy that here from, so that it looks similar, and universal volume. So here I place this, and that's it. Okay, so this is only an explanation. So is one, see difference here. If I highlight this, you'll find that see this is highlighted answer. highlight this just for clarification, and I'm highlighting this as well, and this is also here highlighted, this one, and this is that one. So 118800, and this is 1306800, and this is 131860. Now which one is right? I can't claim. My purpose is only to give you method, means how it is worth to work, how worth it is to work about like this. It's just imagination, but it's for calculation purpose, just to know length of eras and all that, and just to understand analytically, scientifically, that no Satyug, no this, we have to start from 0 to 9, that we accept nowadays, 0 to 9. And if you want to link this, you can link 360. Want to link 360, you can link 360. Here I have 360, you can take 360 and other one as well. So we can say it's 360, so I take this link, and you can say this is 360, so 360 is applying to everyone. And this cell is which one? This cell is 6, F6, so it's F6 here, and then I take F6 also for this, so that F6 works here, formula works, and that this one. So now only cell control cell in these three cases is this 360 and 1 here, and if you want 11 here or you want 56, it's up to you. I'm keeping it open for you. If you want to link it 11 times, you can link it, doesn't matter. And you can say 11 also if you want, in that case. Then you want to have any liberty, so I'm leaving it to you. And this is 111. And if you wish, let's say you say no, I'm not happy, I will want to take 2 rather than 111. I take 1100, which would be unrealistic, of course. I cannot say that, but let's try for you. Let's say assumption 4. Let us say assumption 4 in this case, sorry. Assumption 4, you can say assumption 4, and you can move like that, take whole copy whole, and how many gaps you have given? We are given 1, 2, 3. Well, you have to keep many things in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, leave 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and copy here. So this another assumption has come, and assumption 4. Assumption 4. And this is I'm not happy with this. Let me say I want to say one more. So you see everything changes here. Everything changes here. Other things are, everything changes here. This is assumption 4. Or you say 1000, this is too high. Or 1, so let's say whatever value means, it doesn't matter. It can be 111, or it can be 511. I say rather 511, let us say, or 50, let us say, as you people say 501, or 500, let us say 500. So everything keeps on changing and changing immediately. You can say, I say no, I want 200. Okay, 200. Before it was much 100, let's say 200. So you can say 200 here. It changes. Let's say 5 here only. It changes. Let's say 1000. Let's say 108. It changes. Let's say 208. It changes. So it's now something, a different type of arrangement. It's moving on, and you want to compare it now. That's the important point. How to compare it in these cases, 4 cases. You can compare, no problem. Comparative links you have to give, that's it. You have to provide comparative links. That's a very important point. How you can provide on all, or you can provide somewhere. Then you have to provide means, let's say what to do. We have now 4 cases, and we don't have 4 spaces here, and that's the weak point here now. In that case, we have to, here there's no space. Either we have to create one more row, and even then we need 4, we need 4 rows. So you can do that way. That's not a problem. We have to, I'm just trying to show you how to do that. That's done everywhere. Everyone, for example, there are 2 rows. We have 2 rows. If we create for this, we can say case 1, assumption 1, assumption 2, assumption 3, and assumption 4, and we can write which value we want actually. In that case, we want for here 3 values we have. First of all, this system years value, 1 value, change a variable, and then we have this answer. This doesn't matter, and this also doesn't matter. These variables say 111, and this variable. So 2 variables we have here. So let's try how to do that. Let's say no, I'm sorry, no, it's not that. So what I'll do, let's say let's give 2 rows insertion here, and let's say, or say 1 more row. It depends. Row can be deleted, that's not a problem. It's a comparative statement here on top, and we'll say, let's say in this case we have 1 variable here and 1 variable here, but this is also not variable is this. So let's say here, for example, here I say, let's say here is 1, I say 1 is here, otherwise, and I say here is, here is other one, this is 11 here, and I say in first case, third case is 11, and this is 111 here, and in fourth case, let's say this big one it's gone too abrupt, so it doesn't matter. Let's use it whatever way. We will use it as it is, and let's say, or we can take, no, leave it as it is, no problem. It's only for understanding. And we say fourth one is here now. Okay, now this is what it is. Now these are 4 variables here. Results. Now what are the results? We don't need 360 here, no need at all. If you take 360 here, no need. Now what is the result of 1? Result of 1 is, this is result, all right, and result of 2 is, this is a result, that's 11, that's the result, and result of 3 is, this is result of 3, and that's this one, and result of 4 is, that's here, so big one, so but no problem. We can take later on 1 more row there, and we can use this one here. These are variables, we got it in, and I just put it for time being like this, so that it boxed in, bordered in. Now what is this? This is our, you can say, what is that? System years. Now this same value of this system years, we say 1 system year, 11 system year here. So we can say this is system years. System years. So this is system years here. So we can link like this, and this is total is earth years. So this total is earth years. So here is earth years. You can say in this is earth years. So this is result in earth years result. So this is important, why we can compare here itself. So you can say that this here, and we also border in. So you have a comparison here. We can say comparison here. Comparison table, system years and earth years. So we can say comparison years here, and we can box in this also. Okay, all is boxed in or bordered in. So whatever change you will find here itself, you will find everywhere. For example, this is one we have taken. I've taken this one, and I have taken this 11. So let's take it 50. and let's take it, let's take it 111, so this is 200, and let's take it, say 200, let's say 300. You will find all changes, and you will see this here itself on top. You'll see here itself on top, right? Those changes have come here. My purpose was not that, so I'll get back. I'll keep as it is 11 and whatever it was, and so is result. Now this table is only, I have to come back home every time, only then I can see that. If I have these every on top of everyone, and I have to only change links, and that's it. And link, this is E7, E44, E40, and then G19, G this they have to change if you want to keep this everywhere. If you want to keep it everywhere, we have to change it. That's the important point. And if you can't do that, leave it as it is. You can take care of that. But here is result comparison table. This very important point here, and these results are already there. You can say, you can highlight them as well, no problem, because that's ultimately you'll find here. You highlight there. These three here, actually I have three, but it will be very much confusing, so I don't want to take that. You can put three here as well, and you can read everywhere. If you are in hurry, you need actually, let's the comparison table. Let's try, just for sake of trying. In D it is, I'll try one. Let's come assumption. Okay, I'll take like this. I'll take here. Let's say it's 111 is there. E44, but it's not E44 here. It's not. So it's E7, E44, E81. E7, E44, E81. So what is here? E7, E44, E44, E81, E81, 81. That's this, and let's say which result is that. That's G19, G56, G93, G19, G19, G56, G93, G93, 93. So here was D, E, F, G. Here also same result has come, but this also there, I'm sorry, G130, that is E118, G130. So E118 is also E118, 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 and E118 has come, and this is G130. So G130 is here, G130. So this has come in. So now results are same. You can see 11, 18, BC, like this, and you will get same answer everywhere, whatever changes are made. And this is assumption 2 is there, 2470400 and something is there. Now we have to link again other one if you wish to link. This is only, I'm telling you, I did it, and not necessary, but if you wish you can do same thing. You have to do E7, G19. Yeah, you have to bring that there. So let's try once if you can do that comfortably. Let's try one. So I have to close this video. So let's try one here. Again it changes. See, E44 is changed. So we have to see again. Means what is that? It was E7, E44, E81. So E7, E44, E7, E44, and E, I think 93. No. It was where's that? It was E81, and E118. So E81, and E118. So that's it. And we have to check also this one. It is also, this is G19 G56, G19 G56. Let me change it first. G19 and G56 and other two are G56, G93 and G130, G93 and G130. This is changed, so you'll see same value now. And also fourth one you can change. It doesn't matter because we have made three changes. That's 2-3 minutes more, and we can make changes there. And fourth one as well, so we have to start that one. Fourth one, so this is change again. We have to change only this, just like this is 744, 744. So this is E7, E44, and we have then, so we can take from here itself. It is not that better we go there and see. This is E81, E118. So E81 and 118 and 118, and other one is G, that's G19 56 93, 19 56 and 93, I think 93, and let's see 93, and this is G130, and we go G130. So this is what we have done. I think this suffices. So you will find wherever you reach one, when you changes in any controls, you will find same changes everywhere else. Alright, that's beauty of this. You make any changes here, you'll find all changes here. Let's try. Now I say 1, I make it 5. You see it's change here, it's change here, it's change everywhere. Let's say 11, I make 21. Oh sorry, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. This is not actually, this is cell. So 5 I made here. Let's I make 21 here. So you'll find 21 has come in there. And if I make say 111, let me say here in free cell 21, and I make it say 50, let's say 50 here. So it has come here. And if you say I make 500, 200, 300 here, so it is coming here, all change. So I go back, I don't change such change, so it's okay, it's same as original. So do you understand what I say? It could be anything. Number 4 I put something, I don't know, actually it should be 1111, and it should be, let's do 11 211. So I think you got what I want to communicate to you. I think you got what I want to communicate with you. That's important point of linking and using Excel. I'm not doing any wonders here, I'm just trying to tell you how best you can use this system. And this is, many applications. I have many applications here. That's for billing, for valuations, for something else. And also I have solar system, which I'll discuss with you maybe today evening. Yesterday I tried to include, but I missed out in this video. It was not part of the how I lost something. I lost something there, and now what I'm trying to say only that don't think that everything is so easy. It takes your understanding. You have to fill in whatever is there in cell requirement. You have to fill in what you think about as far as calculations are concerned. Calculations only. And calculation which these eras itself telling, you guys are telling, means how this this happened. You see this, there was nothing, then powers came in, real power, original power, mathematics came in, and application of mathematics called spiritualism came in, because power lies in the souls and spirits, and mathematics was generated. And then I say executives are born, you can call devtas, and executive work was done, that was universe creation using applied mathematics, not mathematics. Original mathematics was converted to applied mathematics and spiritual science rather than yoga. Spiritual science means, because without application of mind nothing can be done, and application of mind is spiritual science. It's not simply body, it's mind. Then what happened, kings other came, and some evil forces or good forces also came, and gods like Parameshwar, Kali, Kalka came, and then some researches were done based on mathematics and applied mathematics by scientists called rishis, and applied spiritualism started rather than real spiritualism because of application of soul. And then applied sciences, etc., and mathematics, and bodies, 5 combinations, 5 chemicals, our body have punch that we call, and then applied spiritual means, and then development based on achievements and characterization, and then other you came, material was dominant, it was important, and now also real-time mix of every achievement evolved, imparting art value to development. And this is what I think. So it's up to you whether or not you accept that. It's just thought, contemplation. That's what I'm calling hypothesis. There's no reality based in this. It's hypothesis, means you can think on and do that. That's it. There is no claim, nothing. It's just I think so, and you can think so yourself. If I consider 360 years of Earth, 1 year, you can don't accept that. You can consider your way, and that's what is a very important point here. And there's no there's no compulsion, there's no force on you to accept this, but only was a box, which is very important. I'm calling it box. Actually, this is some big item. You can manage yourself. This is just a formula, and you can link this formula. You can find whatever, because every item has 3 dimensions or 2 dimensions. To be very frank, without 2 dimensions there can be no object, and there can be no solid object without 3 dimensions. That's original fundamental requirement of fundamental requirement of what? Fundamental requirement of object. There should be length, and there should be width or breadth. Width or breadth you can call it, width or breadth, so that there should no question. Breadth, width or breadth you can call it, and there should be no objection on this. This is width or breadth, I can copy it, width or breadth, so that you should not raise question on this. I call it width or breadth again. It can be something else as well. So that's it. So now this is only box, but it's not necessarily box. It can be cylinder as well, hollow cylinder, and we can work out. It can be pyramid, it can be building, it can be road, it can be manhole or entry hole, or chamber. It can be whatever object which can be measured in. It can be, as I said, bench, table, chair, whatever, small or big. Every object has certain dimensions, size, and what way that size is to be measured is only a question mark. And I think you understand that point very well. This box is just a unit, just an elementary object. I don't want to give you more headaches, because I'm talking to both, to professionals, to engineers, and to public both. Therefore, I'm taking a mid path in this. I'm not taking very complicated path. And what else I can do? Only that. Rather than this, if I take this, you will confuse. I'm leaving as it is dimensions. I don't want to confuse you with dimensions. Or can be, if you just, for example, I'm taking it here, I can border in, so it works like that. I can border in also this. If just for information, I can border it like this, and I can also border it like this. That's only for information purpose, so that it will be more realistic to you. And also I can border like this, so you can get better idea on this. Alright, so you can say it's more clear now in dimensioning, and if you say this clear object, and if you take this also here, it can be bordered like that. Where's that on top? Yeah, it's same. It can be bordered like that. Even in meters can be taken in that. You take here, meters also can be taken in. So an item number 2 and at number 3, you can take also this if you wish. It doesn't make harm. And you can say it depends, means how best you are in controlling your work. It's only form presentation that works here, and here also it's there, so I can like this, just for more clarity. And also you could say more boxes are there, so it can be more boxes, and I can, let's say this also meters, so it gets little more clear depending on what is your intention. And I can also, let's say I can do here as well, here as well this, and I'm leaving controls to you. And also him taking this is this, and also this as this one as this. Okay, let's do this first, and I'll take items and base as this, so this is more clear to you and to everyone. So similar I can do here. Here also I do same, so that you know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to skip responsibility here, so that we can move like this. And just like I did here, item base also, we can do this one, and no problem, so that it's better clear, and we are in clear frame of what is actually required. So now you understand how to you can say I can just border in this as well, so that looks similarly, it should look professional. So that's what box is about, and dimensioning is up here, as well as and I think it's also so I tried to explain. I think you got it or no, I don't know, but I can say item number 1, so you just item in this also, you can do that also, you can do that. It's just making it more better for communication purpose, more better. You're going to do this, and so it's that one. So this is a box here, box, inside box, I can say, you can say leave it, don't confuse, it's okay. So wow, I think I worked at home all morning. I think you got something in this, and that's very important point. And I will now, like, it's already 1 o'clock, and I'll 13 hours, and I like to close it because I have to go to hospital, and I am certainly I'm going to close it now. Whether it's 2 hours or no, I don't care. I'm certainly going to close it now in within 1 2 minutes, or you can see, you can just review which I did. Other file in Yuga file, you can review that as well, uh, and comfortably you can see that.